Welcome to Generation Flux. I'm Casey Gerald, your host. And with me today, we've got the one and only Sallie Krawcheck, long known as one of the most powerful women on Wall Street, the chair of the Elevate Network, a powerful community of women business leaders across the globe, and a fellow Southern expat. Sallie, thanks so much for joining us here today.
Casey, it's my pleasure. Great to be here.
Sallie, I want to go back a little bit to little Sallie in South Carolina. This conversation, a battle, I guess you might have called it, with your father about your first pair of glasses.
Oh no, it wasn't a battle. It wasn't a, no, I'm happy to do it. I did not want to get glasses. I had my Barbie doll. I knew what a woman, what a young lady was supposed to look like. And I remember not being able to see in class. So I got my glasses, well, it was in the 70s, so they were Coke bottle thick and tinted yellow. I went to school, naturally I was teased. I went home and I was crying, and my father walked in from work and he said, "Why are you crying?" And I said, "Because I got my glasses." And and he said, "Well, I've got glasses." And I said, "Yes, but I want to be pretty, Daddy. I want to be pretty." And he said, "Oh, sweetheart, you are. You're beautiful. And look at Gloria Steinem. She's beautiful. She's got glasses, and she's changing the world." And that simple statement, which was, my father affirms me. My father it feels good about this woman who's out there changing the world, and he thinks I'm pretty while doing this. Go, right? Go.
I mean, you were the most powerful woman on Wall Street, and you obviously, from the age of, that conversation with your father, had this passion, had this mission for the liberation, equality, and empowerment of women. But you did have to navigate that. I mean, what was that like personally?
You have to use your judgment, right? When I was brought in to turn around Smith Barney, my teams were always diverse. And my teams, dare I say it, we outperformed. I mean, those teams were great teams. And so the other teams could look over and say, well, something's happening over there. And those are points in your career, and then other points in your career, you've got the platform and you use the bully pulpit.
All the issues that we care about, how do we make, folks who are not tree huggers care about the environment? How do we, you know what I mean? I mean, how do you build this kind of coalition of consciousness that's not just the folks who are...
Well, look, I think part of it is putting it into real business terms, investing real money behind it. But I also think it's personalizing it, that we're hearing from so many men with teenage daughters. They're seeing her as a little math gal or a science gal or a tech gal, and they're beginning to look at some of the opportunities ahead that aren't as available for her as they thought they would be. And you're getting people moving over. So I think this conversation helps a lot in what Sheryl Sandberg and Anne-Marie Slaughter and Hillary Clinton and Deb Spar are throwing up. Are really starting to start some momentum. And I don't think it's going to stop. I really don't.
What does the world look like when you've succeeded?
It's going to be a fairer world. And as a result of it being a fairer world, we're going to have a more prosperous economy. Businesses are going to operate better, and there's going to be more innovation. And so these things are a virtuous circle, which the growth of women coming in, people of difference coming in, causes growth, but it causes innovation beyond that. And so there are not many places where you can get a win-win-win-win-win-win-win, and this is it.
Sallie Krawcheck, thank you so much. For Generation Flux, this is Casey Gerald with Sallie Krawcheck, who I would venture to say might be running for president here in the next 20 years, because I think she's got a way forward for our entire generation and country and world. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Good to see you.